Hey y'all, today's topic is hyperpigmentation and dry skin and makeup, okay? What I'm gonna do, my name is Kim, I'm an over 50 makeup teacher, and I'm gonna simplify things for you and maybe answer some questions or help you understand maybe some misconceptions that we really don't realize are happening as we get older, okay? And dealing with our skin and makeup. So this little device is like 20 bucks on Amazon. Anything that I talk about, if you comment live, I'll send it to you. And if the particular item isn't available, like in the live link that I send you, I will send it to you. You just have to let me know what it is that's missing. Okay, I might have to go back because sometimes I talk about things and then I don't put them in the links that I send to you, and I have to go back and do it, which is okay. So can you guys see? This is all the peach fuzz. Hold on, let me kind of scoop it out. That was on my face. Y'all! And that was just a second's worth. We're going to talk a little bit about hyperpigmentation. So I ended up having a whole lot of hyperpigmentation on my skin. So comment live, ask questions. You'll be sent the links. I had a whole lot of hyperpigmentation. I almost had a ring, like right here, my forehead. I still have a good bit, but it has lightened incredibly. Give me a heart if you do have hyperpigmentation, age spots, sunspots. We're going to talk about skincare in general, but then we're also going to be talking about makeup and what you can do for your hyperpigmentation with makeup. I have been here on Instagram for about, 5 years, teaching makeup tips, specializing in women who are over 50. Make sure that you're following me so that you see the links. So if you click on my photo up there, click follow. And so I came here to Instagram because I was struggling myself. And as I was learning really good techniques that were working for me, I thought, maybe somebody else needs to hear this. The other thing is important to note that I spent 25 years in public school education, so my heart is in teaching. So what you learn here with me is, what you'll see here with me is me just teaching, okay? So you saw all that peach fuzz, that's called vellus hair. And a lot of times one misconception that we have is that peach fuzz or vellus hair will grow back thicker and darker. False, okay? That if this were a true and false quiz, that's a false, all right? That's in actuality not what it is. It's a special kind of hair, it's vellus hair. But what does removing that help you to be able to do? Number one, it helps it's a form of exfoliation, all right? So cellular turnover used to happen when we were in our 20s and 30s at around 28 to 35 days. 50s and beyond, it slows down a lot. Sometimes can slow down to as much as 90 days. So what happens then? Well, you get dry skin, okay? In addition, dry skin that's only one thing that may happen. Scales, your makeup might not lay well. Your skincare might not soak in, okay? There's all of that dead skin laying on top of your skin, and you got to get rid of it, okay? So believe it or not, this little razor, you can also like get these little tinkle razors. Dermaplaning is the word, but I do this in between a real dermaplane, and you saw how much came off. My mustache, my mustache, is that funny? When I went to the esthetician, and I haven't had a facial for a very good long time. I've probably only had 2 facials in the last year. I don't go to the med spa. I don't get Botox. I don't get fillers. I don't get any of that. That's just me. But the reason that I don't go is because I found a Korean skincare routine that works really great for me. And I don't want them to mess it up. Okay, that sounds awful. The treatments are good, like, the dermaplaning. I love to go to the esthetician for a good dermaplaning. But sometimes using other skincare on my skin will break me out as well. I will say they have noticed an improvement the last 2 times that I have gone. Anyway, what she said when I went to her was that hair on our lip, even after she dermaplanes, she said in a week, that will reappear. It's a thing, y'all. So if you're not already dermaplaning in some form, I really recommend that you do. If you comment live, I'll send you the links to everything we're going to talk about. Okay, so another thing, another product that I really love that is a form of exfoliation is a powder exfoliant, okay? This is, I'm going to show you the full size, okay? This is Korean skincare. It is called the Cleansing Powder Wash. This is around $30. This will last you 6 freaking months. I'm telling you, it's amazing, but I want to show you what it looks like. So about 2 times a week, okay? 1 or 2 times a week. But if you're new to exfoliating, 2 times a week at least. And if you have oily skin, you could probably stand to do it more, okay? Like 3 times a week. This is what it looks like. So I use an oil cleanser to take my makeup off, all right? An oil cleanser is also beautiful to be able to dermaplane with. So if you've never done dermaplaning with an oil cleanser, it's perfection, all right? But this is called, this is the, they changed the name, Cleansing Powder Wash, okay? This is what it looks like. All right, you don't want, hold on. This is my travel, I'm getting ready to travel, so this is my travel size. Oh, the little things on top. All right, this is what it looks like. Okay, it looks like a powder. That's all you need. You run it under some water. It's such an experience. It's kind of going to give you a soft lather. You're going to scrub your face. It's not even really a scrub. You're just going to softly rub your face, rub in the areas where your pores are large. Where is that typically? Like right here in this area, on your nose, on your chin. Rub them good. That's going to release all of that dirt. Anything that is oil clogging, it's going to pull it out. After you use this product, what is it? Left or right is good luck. All right. After you use this product, you're going to think, my face has never felt cleaner. And then when you put your skincare over top of it, it's going to feel like velvet. Okay. So that don't use any harsh exfoliants anymore. Okay. Back in the day of, what was that brand, that St. Ives with, that had like the pebbles? No, that's really, really harsh, okay? So this one's natural. It has really good Korean skincare ingredients in it, and it feels amazing. That's gonna prep your skin to be able to receive all of the goodness of whatever your skincare has to offer. If you're interested, yes. Oh, good. Okay, so the microfoliant, very good. If you find something that is like in a powder form, but then lathers, that is an exfoliant, grab it. All right. This one's a great price point, like $30. Might be 35, but that's a huge bottle. All right. So it's going to prep your skin to be able to receive all of the good nourishing ingredients in your skincare if you are using good skincare. Okay. So the other thing that it does is it allows your makeup to go on more smoothly, more skin-like, more even the blending of it. So if you have been struggling with your makeup blending, maybe it's like sputtering, you get darker spots, a couple things could be happening. Number one, it could be the product, okay? I love products that have creams, cream brand or creamy. So comment live and I'll send you the links, okay? This is Korean skincare. So what I want to do first of all is my hyperpigmentation has lightened incredibly, but my relationship with my hyperpigmentation is this. I want my overall skin tone to be more even, okay? So I meet my face where it is, all right? I have a lot of hyperpigmentation here. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation through here. You can see it, lots of age and sunspots. Those can come for a variety of reasons. Hormones, if you've been on medications. Of course, there's some sun damage, heredity. So the things that you're using, you have to come to terms with what you're willing to do. Because the Korean skincare has lightened my hyperpigmentation, I have to do less color correcting. But color correction is an option. All right. I'll just give you this little example of color correction right now. So I like to use a bronzer to help even things out. Before I do that, I'm going to hydrate. This is just a balm stick. It's a hydrating balm stick. I'm going to put it under my eyes, anywhere where things are going to crease, y'all. I even put it on my lips because I have these lines. You guys, anybody have these lines right here? I have these lines. So I just want to make sure that everything is hydrated and plump. So when I apply makeup to it, it kind of glides and settles onto my face, not rolls off at some point. So if you're not hydrating, this is 25 bucks. It also is Korean skincare and it lasts a long time, but it's really great for even dark under eyes. You don't need a separate eye cream. Stop spending hundreds of dollars on a separate eye cream. Eye cream is bogus, okay? What it does is it hydrates under your eyes. But if you are an eye cream user, ask yourself, are my under eyes any less dark now since I've been spending money on eye cream? All right. So I said it. All right. Some people might not be happy with me. All right. So color correction. I'm going to go ahead and use a bronzer to color correct lightly any areas that I want to match the darker areas of my face using hyperpigmentation. So let me just give you a little lesson really quickly on dimension of the face. The areas that I want to add dimension, which means dark and light, are the cheekbone area, because dark areas add dimension and will make my cheekbones pop. This perimeter up here around my hairline, avoiding my temples, because temples hollow out as we get older. And if I make them more hollow, then that's defeating the purpose, okay? Then also my jawline. I also want to make sure that my face and my neck blend. Give me a heart if you like your face darker than your neck, okay? Give me a thumbs up or a wave if you like your face lighter than your neck. And what I'm about ready to say is neither one of those are probably ideal. You want your face to match your neck, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that. What happens is very rarely is our face and our neck ever the same color, because, you just have your jaw that's shading the sun here, or maybe you put a lot of sunscreen on your face, so your neck is different, okay? Makes total sense. But when you're going for your overall look, you want your face and your neck to be in harmony with each other. You don't want the floating face. And I will also tell you this. If your face is lighter than your neck, then you need to go darker with your foundation on your face, because the darker that you can wear it without it being weird and orange, the better, because it's going to look it's going to look younger, okay? So there is a happy medium there. I do color matching, by the way. So if you comment live and you get links to the products I'm using, I can help match you to the right color for you. So there's no more guesswork for you. All right, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dab into, I'm just using my one compact makeup system. This is like my makeup capsule. All right. And I'm going to go into my cream bronzer. And I love creams because they are forgiving on the skin. Okay. You don't, if you get too much in one area, you just blend it out. It's buildable. So if you are like, I'm not sure how much I want, or you need more coverage in a particular area, you can do that. And it also warms up to the skin, so it moves with the skin. It's not going to slide off the skin. It's not going to crease. Although lots of makeups are going to crease if you're over applying the product. So less is more when it comes to mature skin, okay? Especially because my face moves a lot. So I have this hyperpigmentation here. So what I'm going to do is, back to what I was saying before about dimension, I'm going to add dimension around my forehead, my cheekbones, my jawline, blending that onto the neck. If I decide to kind of slim my nose, I can do that. Where am I going to put light? Okay, we never think about that. All we think about is taking foundation that is the color of our skin and applying it all over. And there we've made our face one-dimensional. But really, all of the looks that you see on stage and screen and social media and all the looks that you see that you're like, that's a beautiful look, they have added dimension. There is not one that has just all one color on their face, okay? And that's because that's what looks natural. Even people without makeup on, many times, many times, look more beautiful because of the natural dimension that their face has. So light is going to go in down the middle of the face. That's where we're going to concentrate on the lighter. And then our regular foundation, we're going to fill in. All right. So I'm going to take that bronzer and I'm going to stick with what I just said before is I want to add depth and dimension, but I don't need to necessarily go over top of this hyperpigmentation that's already there because it's already there. You want to look at your own face in the mirror and say, where do I already have depth and dimension? Look at the perimeter, look at your cheekbones, look at your jawline. Where do I already have it? Okay. Where do I need it? What do I want? Do I want to make my cheekbones pop and look higher? Then I need it there. So I am basically blending my hyperpigmentation into the rest of my face. Therefore, my hyperpigmentation is not going to be as obvious, right? So that's one way of toning or color correcting age and sunspots. So if you have let's just say you have a nagging sunspot, like right here on your face, you can take a little bit of a bronzer. Don't go on the spot. Go around the spot. What are you doing? You are toning around it. So then it makes that age spot look less obvious. And you're also evening out the rest of your face. Okay. Adding warmth. Now, this was such a gradual amount. It wasn't a lot. I have to look over here because I'm talking to y'all on my phone. Okay, so you can comment live if there's anything everything that we're talking about. All right, look what else I'm doing, y'all. I'm just kind of sharing the love down here onto my neck. Bronzers are really great little tools, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be more specific as to placement of contour or bronzer or whatever it is that you want to use in order to add depth or dimension. So I'm going to go in with a brush that looks like this. And I'm going to tap right here on top of my cheekbone. And then I'm going to tap right on top of my cheekbone. And I don't really need a lot right here at my hairline, okay? Because I kind of gave myself a little bit of warmth and depth here. I'm going to add some right here over top of my jowl. Okay, so right there where the jowl dipped, kind of sags right there. Okay, I'm going straight across straight across the sagginess and just that line. And we're going to blend down so it's not obvious. Just that shadow is going to draw away from my jowls. We'll do that over here too. Again, I will help you find the colors that work best for you, okay? And if you comment live, you'll get the links to all the things. Let me take a drink real quick. I'm so dry. All right. Now let's concentrate on adding light. All right, so I want to show you the power of different types of product. All right, medium. Okay, so there's liquids and there's powders and there's creams and there's cushions. All right, and creams and cushions are the types of products that I have found work beautifully on mature skin. And the reason being, for those reasons that I mentioned earlier, they don't dry down, they look more like skin, they're buildable, and also a little goes a long way. All right, that's what I love. So we talked about adding depth, so we contoured. Now we are talking about adding light, and I'm going to go in with a cushion that's light. Now this might remind you of your mother's CoverGirl Compact. All right, that's what it reminds me of, kinda. And then I'm just going to go in with a brush. Let me find my brush here. These brushes are by a company called Saint. They're double-ended. Really love them. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the cushion and watch where I place it. So I'm going to be placing it down the middle of my face, but not everywhere, okay? Just almost like I'm drawing a line right down through the middle. So this area right here, and then I'm just going to even take a little bit. Y'all see this light? Like, it really gives it away. I have no ring light on at all. I'm staring out of my makeup room window. I see the grass. All right, this is just natural light, but you can use a lot of what you see in natural light to your benefit. Where is the light naturally hitting me? I can see the light right down here. Look at that. So I want to just enhance that a little bit more. I'm going to take my light cushion right down through the middle. All right. I see light hitting me right here. Let me talk about that area for me. Okay. I have, if you use Botox, then you might not have 11s like me. So you can definitely lighten right there. I do, however, have 11s. So I'm going to refrain from going too light there. I'm going to use my regular color for that. All right. The other place that you can go is right here in Cupid's bow. Okay. Just a little bit lighter there. And then if you don't have large pores on your chin, you can add a wee little bit there. Okay. It depends on the day for me. Sometimes my pores appear a whole lot lighter. So I added depth. Let's retrace our steps. We added depth and dimension, forehead, cheekbones, right around the jawline. And then if you want to, you could have put it right along that dark shadow right there next to your nose. Where do we add light? I added it right here in the corner, but not the whole V. If I put a light color here where I have a lot of texture, y'all, I have wrinkles under my eyes. If I put a lot of the light color right there, that's just going to accentuate it. So I'm going to put my regular shade, my main shade, directly under my eyes. But I do want to bring light here, right down the middle, Cupid's bow, my chin. All right. Okay, so now what do I have left to fill in? The rest. Where the old way of doing things, I would have been taking my regular foundation shade. Let me find my regular foundation shade. This is natural beige, and this is the cushion again. Let me tell you why I love this cushion so stinking much. Number one is it is infused with Korean skincare. So because it has good ingredients in it, after I've exfoliated, done my whole skincare routine, and come in here and I like a really light feel, almost like a BB cream, okay? I love to know if you're a BB or a CC cream user. It has to be because you want something lightweight and that also just gives a little bit of coverage. That's the cushion. But if you are a full coverage girl, you might also love the cushion because it's buildable. I created content yesterday to show that, like how it can be so light for the CC cream users, BB cream users, and then if you need more coverage and you prefer more coverage, you can build it, and how beautiful it is. Has oils in it that allow the light to bounce off of it to look like skin. Cream products, like I used with Saint in my makeup capsule, that has more of a creamy base. Cushion is more satin finish. Cream is more dewy finish. So it really just depends. I love a hybrid of both, but if you're still using powder foundation and you're hating it, that's probably why, okay? So I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna fill in. So right here, I didn't put any product on top of my lip that I just shaved. Didn't put any product. And here's me going back in, tappy tap. Yeah, Daria. So, and right, if you are not the BB cream girl, and what's odd is I have so many customers that are BB cream users with foundation over top. Okay, I have BB cream users that like to do the contour and the bronzer and the lip and cheek. Yes, all of those things are good, right? It just depends on the look that you're going after. I like a really natural look, okay? I like an up-close makeup look, meaning I want to look natural up close. I don't know how else to say it. All right, now I'm gonna have to blend this contour up a little bit. It's a little streaky, so let's blend that. And let's blend this one up. All right, so just comment live if there's anything. I'll send you all the things that we're kind of talking about. And the other thing that I love about the cushion under your eyes is it's not going to crease. I said it again, it's not going to crease. I hydrated under my eyes first. And if you need to color correct, you can color correct under your eyes as well. All right, so what we did then was we added depth at the cheekbones, the hairline, the jawline. We added light right here in this little tiny triangle, down the middle of the nose, Cupid's bow, your chin. And if you don't have these going on, you could totally add a little bit of light here. And truly, like when you look at me right now, you see this light. You see the light naturally bouncing off here. You can make it lighter or you can leave it alone. But nevertheless, if I took my bronzer and bronzed all of that all the way down here, I'm losing that natural light. Unless you're applying your bronzer all the way down and then you're going to apply a lighter color right here. You can totally do that as well. I just prefer not to do that because that's just a lot of extra makeup that I don't need. I'm using the light to my advantage. All right, so now let's add some color. I'm gonna go back into my capsule and I have several shades here. This one looks really lavender and pink, but on the cheeks, it is so beautiful. Okay, these little compacts are all customizable. So like this is how big mine is. So when I travel, I can just pop it into my carry-on. These little tins pop in and out, they're magnetic. So, and each one of them are anywhere between $14 and $16. So you build it to fit your budget. I can help you do that as well too, if that's something that you're interested in, if you're into a makeup capsule. All right, so how pretty is that? And it looks so natural. The other thing that I think that sometimes we forget is if you're not much of an eyeshadow girl, no big deal. Okay, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna put an eyeshadow primer on, but this primer does two things. Number one, it will even out the skin tone on my eyelids because my eyelids get real veiny. But if you're not much of an eyeshadow girl, look at this, how easy this is. And now it's done and you could add some mascara and go. If you are an eyeshadow girl and you like a little bit, then this will add longevity to your eyeshadow look. And then also what I love is, you know how we used to be told that we had to put a light color up underneath of the brow to add lift? If you use a primer that is a little lighter, you don't have to do that anymore. And because if you go too light underneath of here and we have texture, then it could be accentuating the texture as well. All right. Yeah, that's right. I love this eye primer just by itself. The other thing that I love is I'm going to go in with the cushion. If you're wanting to know what colors I use. So natural beige is the color that I use, like just my main shade. Light is the one that I used to brighten. And then Deep, this one is the Deep Cushion, and it really is a great bronzer. I believe, hold on, let me think about this for a minute. I believe this deal is still on right now. Okay, so you get a cushion, You get 2 of the lip butters. You get the setting spray. Where's my setting spray? You get the setting spray. This is all infused with Korean skincare. And then what you get free is that balm stick that I showed you before. Okay, you get that free, and you get a mirror free. So what I love about the cushion though is that you get 2 of these in a box for $55. It's a really great deal, and it's infused with Korean skincare. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead into the Deep Cushion. Where's Kim gonna put it? Where's she gonna put it? Where's she gonna put it? She's gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna go in and use this as my eyeshadow. Okay, and we don't need to overthink eyeshadow at all. I hear my little French bulldog downstairs. He's whining because Mama is up here and he's not up here with me. Okay, but how pretty is just the Deep Cushion as an eyeshadow? Could also use it as a bronzer. I could also use it as a contour, but I just wanted to show you when you have multi-purpose products, you can use them in a variety of different ways. I could have also used that Deep Cushion instead of the bronzer to even out my skin tone and color correct or tone around my hyperpigmentation. All different kinds of options for you. Let me go ahead and stick on a little bit of, and it never fails. I told my husband, I said, hey, I'm gonna go live and teach some makeup, and he's outside mowing the grass. Can you hear him? All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara. If you don't use this lifting your lid technique in order to put mascara on, I recommend it. It's a game changer, especially if you tend to get mascara on your lids all the time. And it lets you get to the root of your lash and makes them longer. Can you see? Whoa! All right, and then we're gonna do the other one. Comment live if there is anything that you're interested in. I'll send you the links for all that we talk about, and then you can weed through them if there's anything you're interested in. That way it's easier for me so that I don't have to message each product specifically. Now, if you have product questions, by all means, just DM me and I will help you. I will answer your questions specifically, like specific questions. But if you're like, what kind of primer did you use? Comment live, I'm sending it to you. Or what was that exfoliant called? Comment live, I'm sending it to you. All right. And I haven't put any lip color on yet. Let me show you the lip butters while I'm doing that, because in case you want that deal. This one is called Dusky Mauve. You get to pick 2 lip butters, whichever 2 you want. You get to pick whatever cushion color you want. The setting spray is the balm if you're a setting spray girl. And then this is Dusky Mauve. Okay, and it is also like a lip stain, so it has staying power. What it doesn't have is a lot of chemicals, so this is not going to be your lip stain that lasts for 12 hours, all right? This is non-toxic skincare, all right? And then take a little bit of the setting spray, which I love. You could also use this at the very beginning to set and then makeup and then prime again. Okay, so it is a nice light mist. It will hold your product in place. So if you live where it's humid, it's a really great deal. So cushion, 2 lip butters, the setting spray, and for free you get the Vuitton balm stick. It's not what it's called anymore. The multi-stick balm, and you get the mirror, a beautiful mirror. I don't have the mirror either because I have the stick and I didn't place the order yet. It's only live till the 31st. All right, guys, this is my easy makeup look. So that up close makeup, I have evened out my hyperpigmentation. I have exfoliated, so now my makeup is setting so nicely. It blends like butter. And when I take my makeup off and do my skincare, now my skincare is going to set in and settle and do its job. Okay, it's going to be able to do its job. Yeah, comment T Little. Go ahead and comment live, and all the products will come to you. Okay, you guys, you're awesome. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Thursday.